Hollywood might be all about glamour, red carpets, and superstar actors. But behind the scenes, there's another story. It's a story of solidarity, struggle, and the fight for creative rights. From the earliest days of animation to the modern age of streaming, Hollywood has been profoundly shaped by labor movements. These weren't just about contracts. They were about changing the very culture of the industry. This is the story of how Hollywood's workers fought for their art. Let's rewind. The first major labor battles in Hollywood started long before the Golden Age hit its peak. Believe it or not, it was animators who led the charge. Back in 1937, animators at Fleischer Studios walked out, launching one of the first successful strikes in entertainment. Their victory led to the creation of the Screen Cartoonists Guild, establishing a powerful precedent. Creative workers deserve fair treatment. Just a few years later, in 1941, another huge moment happened when Disney cartoonists went on strike. This action fundamentally reshaped labor relations at the studio and helped solidify union power across the animation industry. These early movements weren't just small disputes. They laid the very foundation for the union culture that defines Hollywood to this day. But the fight wasn't always peaceful. One of the most intense showdowns in Hollywood, history exploded in 1945. It started when set decorators at Warner Bros. Walked out, leading to a day that would be forever known as Black Friday. The Hollywood Reporter even called it the most legendary episode of class warfare in Hollywood labor history. This wasn't an isolated event. It was part of a larger conflict involving the Conference of Studio Unions. These clashes exposed the deep-seated tensions between the immense power of the studios and the fundamental rights of their workers, a battle that would echo through the decades. As the industry grew, its creative core started to organize. The 1930s were a turning point. Both the Screen Actors Guild, or a SAG, and the Screenwriters Guild, the precursor to today's Writers Guild of America, were founded in 1933. These unions became the champions for Hollywood's creative talent. They fought for fair wages, safe working conditions, and protection from studio exploitation. Crucially, they also battled for creative rights and proper credit, ensuring that the people who wrote the words and brought characters to life were recognized for their work. Their efforts were instrumental in shifting the power dynamic away from the all-powerful studio system toward a more balanced and equitable industry. And that fight is far from over. The labor movements of the Golden Age simply evolved to meet new challenges. Fast forward to the modern era. We've seen writers and actors repeatedly go on strike over issues that would have been unimaginable in the 1930s, things like residuals from reruns, digital rights, and fair pay in the age of streaming. The dual strikes by the WGA and SAG-AFTRA in 2023 were some of the most significant in decades. They brought Hollywood to a standstill, raising alarms about the impact of artificial intelligence, the economics of streaming platforms, and the very future of creative professions. As technology continues to transform how we make and watch movies and TV, the pressures on Hollywood's workers also change. And so does their determination to fight for fairness. So, why does all of this matter? Hollywood's labor history is much more than just a list of strikes and disputes. It's a powerful testament to what people can achieve when they stand together, especially in an industry built on creativity. These movements have fundamentally shaped everything from worker protections and fair pay to who gets credit for their work. They've pushed for greater diversity and inclusion and have constantly worked to rebalance the power between massive studios and individual creators. Without these decades of struggle and solidarity, the Hollywood we know today would be a very different and far less fair place. Thanks for watching. If you found this story of Hollywood's hidden history interesting, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the stories that shape our world. See you next time.